Hi, I'm Amy Rasdell from Billable at the Beach. Today, we're going to talk about something that's hard, but also fun. Have you ever wanted to be a superhero? We have a little boy in our house, so we have lots of superheroes around. And our teen daughter really loves the modern female superheroes that they have these days. I always talk about consulting as being a superhero. That's the goal, be a superhero. Why? Because being a superhero is super fun, and more importantly, superheroes make super pay. What do you need to be a superhero? A superpower, of course. Today, we are going to talk about your superpower. It's hard to figure out exactly what you're selling when you're developing your consulting business. You know how hard it is to take all your skills and experience and boil it down into a 2-page resume. Now I'm asking you to take all of that and put it into a value proposition, this much information, a couple of paragraphs, a few bullet points. It's hard. You may have heard me talk about value propositions before, and you're nodding your head thinking, Amy, yes, it's hard. I've heard you talk about it before. So today we're going to take a different approach, and I'm going to help you find your superpower as it relates to consulting, of course. So first I'll share mine. My superpower is getting things done. More importantly, getting you to get things done. Whether the you is us working together in Billable at the Beach as you build your 6-figure consulting business, or you are my core consulting business client companies, the individuals, teams, and companies that I work with in my core consulting business. So now let's think about your superpower. I want you to collect a couple of things to get started. I want you to round up your resume. Now don't get worried. You're not going to show it to anyone or send it anywhere. It's just some working information. So whatever form it's currently in, you don't have to do any drafting or rewriting, whatever you've got. I also want you to boot up your LinkedIn profile and then sit down and take a few minutes, and I want you to make a list of your top 3 to 5 favorite projects, tasks, and activities that you've ever done in the various jobs that you've had over the years. It's perfectly fine to go back several years if a favorite really jumps out. This is not graded, so make it a quick study. We're going to mix these 3 things up: the resume, the LinkedIn profile, your top 3 to 5 projects, tasks, or activities. We're going to mix it up and put it on the stove to simmer. All right, now it's been simmering for a few minutes. Next, I want you to pick at least 1 and as many as 3 superpowers. Take a little bit of time to mull this over, but don't agonize. The goal is to have the confidence to let these superpowers emerge from the career stew that we just cooked up. The final step is to make sure that as you develop this superpower, which is what you're going to sell as a consultant, is something that the market wants to buy. I'm certain that your superpower is something that the market wants to buy, but it might take a little bit of a spin to make sure that it really resonates with your target customers. So I want you to identify 3 to 5 business friends to share your superpower with. Give them a brief explanation that you're starting your own consulting business and you're trying to get some feedback as you develop your value proposition or your pitch, or you can share it as your consulting superpower. That's fine if you feel comfortable with that. You will be amazed at the clarity other people will bring. When I've gone through this process, I have sometimes taken sentences that other people have given me in this feedback process and used them verbatim bullet points in my value proposition. It's amazingly helpful. So now you have your superpower, and it becomes the cornerstone of what you sell, and you build on it as you move along. Don't get too hung up here. It's not carved in stone forever. You can pivot as you move along. It's going to morph as you take on projects and clients, but it's a really great base to work from. Now that you have it, would you please share it with me? Because I'd love to see what you've come up with and how this has worked for you. So hit reply and share it with me, or I would like to invite you to join the Build a Six-Figure Consulting Business community on Facebook. It's a group of successful business consultants starting and running six-figure consulting businesses, and we would love to have you join us. I will put the link down below in the email right below this video. So thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to hear about your superpower.